Hey guys, this is Plutonium here and welcome back to another redstone tutorial for today. And today we are going to be building what is called a one wide triple piston extender and a vertical one as well. Now, you might have seen a lot of one wide triple piston extender videos. Now, why is this one different from the others? Is because this one uses leaf blocks. Now, you might be thinking, have I gone crazy? How can you use leaf blocks to create redstone? Now, some of you geeks out there might already know how to use leaf blocks in terms of in redstone contraptions, but for those guys who don't actually know how leaf blocks can create redstone, they actually don't know a very important feature about observers in Java edition, and that is that observers can not only detect block updates, but they can also detect changes in the block state. Now, block state is it's a variable related to a block. Let's not go into that very deep. I'll just explain you how this leaf block redstone works, and that I'll do by showing a little model here. So we have an observer, and let's say we have a line of leaf blocks like this, and this is 4 blocks long as well. Let's also add in a sort of device which activates after the pulse. So we have this line of leaf blocks, and if we turn on our F3 screen, we can see that for every leaf, you can see towards the right that we have the name of the block, which is a leaf block. I mean, it's oak leaves, but you can use any sort of leaf, it really doesn't matter. And then underneath that, you can see that there's this distance parameter, which means that it's distance from the nearest log. Now the log is in my hand, I have not placed it. Since these leaves are not connected to any logs, you can see that the distance is equal to 7. But if I say place a log right here, you can see that this distance for this same block changes to a number which is smaller than 7, and it's 3. So for every leaf which is 1 block away from, which just block by block going away from this log, for the first one we have a distance of 1, and then we have 2, and then we have 3, and then we have 4. This goes all the way to 7, so 5, and then 6, and then 7. Keep looking towards the right because that's where the distance number is, and after that it just remains 7. So this really these leaf block lines can only work up till 7 blocks long. After that it really doesn't matter. And actually it also doesn't work for this one because that's 7 and it will remain 7 even if I remove the log. So yeah, so it'll only work up till 6 blocks ultimately. So yeah, after that, how this thing actually works is, since this distance parameter changes, it's actually a change in the block state, and that can be detected by an observer, and that can actually cause an update. So if I say remove this log or place this log, you can see that our piston extends and retracts, which means that our observer has fired. And if you place it back again, you can see it happens again. Now I can also change the distance parameter by placing a log, say, a bit closer, like right here. So because this distance was 3 and now it's changed to 1, so this observer can detect it because this leaf has been also changed from a distance of 4, like from that one, to a distance of 2 from this one. And that's how it actually works. Now there's actually a bug regarding these leaf block redstone, and that is when our leaf block line is 2 blocks long, and that is a really problematic bug because that is actually also being used inside of our triple piston extender. Now the problem here that occurs is that if we have a 2 block long leaf line, if we place a log, you can see that we have 1 pulse, no problems. But if I remove this, you can see that I have 2 pulses going out of the observer. Now that is weird, and that is a bug that needs to be definitely fixed by the Mojang developers, because that is not right. We want a better and more reliable redstone system in terms of leaf blocks. Now this was actually added in 1.13, so it's been like 3 or 4 years since this feature has been existing in the game. If you guys still didn't know about it, then you should probably play a little bit more Minecraft and probably look at redstone videos. Mine, especially mine, and also other guys, because I have not really used leaf blocks in any of my tutorials so far. This is the first one, so you should definitely go and check out other YouTubers and also check out mine. And if you have not done those 2 things which are important, and those are to like this video and subscribe to the Plutonium Plays channel so that you never miss any more of awesome content and more redstone tutorials from my channel, and that will be nice because you will get to know new things like you just did right now. Anyways, after the shameless self-promotion, we can move on to this tutorial here, and we can actually move on to talking about this triple piston extender. Okay, so this triple piston extender actually works on 2 pulses, and each pulse should be at least 9 ticks long. How did I find out? It's I just did a hit and trial. So 9 tick long pulses would work. So you can use the stone button because it is at least 9 ticks. So 10 tick pulses do work. So if I press this button here, you can see that we have some of the double pulsing going on, but it does not create a difference because our extender still works as intended, because I did not find a workaround for this bug, but I actually used this bug into my contraption and then it perfectly works. So that's our first pulse. If I press this button again, you can see that this top piston gets retracted, leaving that block behind. So that is our full extension, and if you press this 2 times again, you can see that we'll have a retraction like that and like that. So you might want to have a circuit which can create 2 pulses which run into this triple piston extender, so that you can have the entire, the full extension and the full retraction. Now I have actually also done a little bit more research, and that is that these 9 tick pulses should be at least 5 ticks apart, which means that there should be a gap of 14 ticks between both of these pulses going through. So that means you can use a wooden button for this, and if I press this wooden button, you can see that that's our extension all fully done. And then after that, press the button again and you have the full retraction. Perfect. Now this extra circuit definitely breaks the one block wide thing. I mean, one block wide things are very beautiful, but this extra circuit just completely ruins the charm of one wide piston extenders. But you can, I mean, it's not really a problem because uh, okay, let's just move on to the tutorial because I really can't explain all of this. Let's move on to the tutorial. So to build this design, you need a 1 block by 5 blocks wide area, which is just 5 blocks, and it is really small. And to build this, you're going to basically need these materials, which are already in my hotbar. You can see that I have 5 sticky pistons, then I have 4 observers, 1 stone button, 3 blocks of the redstone, 3 leaves, and 1 log. And these don't even need to match, they don't even need to be of the same type. You can use whatever kind of leaves and whatever kind of logs you want to use. But anyways, I would like to show you how to build this, but you might already have seen how this thing is going to be built, because I've been showing you this all the time throughout my video, and you guys might have already known how to build this. You can just literally pause the video here and you can build it for yourself. It's very simple, but I'm going to show you guys how to build it anyways, because that's how I do in every single tutorial. So we are going to begin by placing 3 sticky pistons facing upwards like this on the first block. Then place a block on the top of this, add a block next to this bottom sticky piston and place a stone button on it. Remember to place it on the side and not on the top. Then place it another sticky piston on the other side facing upwards with a block on its face, a temporary block coming out like this, and then a regular observer. Regular observer? There's nothing called a sticky observer. Anyways, we need to place an observer which is going to face towards our sticky pistons right there. Then place another observer like this coming out from this block, another block like this, sticky piston facing upwards, temporary block, then another log, and then you can remove this temporary block. So when this button is turned off, this log needs to be 1 block above our sticky piston. It should not be connected to our piston. Anyways, after that you need to add 3 leaves like this, which should be in a 7 shape like that, and on this vertical face you need to add 2 observers coming out of this towards our pistons. And that is literally the end of this tutorial. It takes you 1 minute. Yes, 1 minute to finish this build, and it's so simple. You can test this out by pressing the button here. You can see that it's working as intended. That's what happens on our first pulse, and then it retracts the sticky piston. Now we have a retraction, 1 pulse and then 2 pulse, and that is the retraction. Anyways guys, this is the end of the tutorial. I know it's a pretty short video and it's a very short tutorial as well, but I did a little bit of explaining so that it makes the video a little bit longer, so you guys might, sit and enjoy it for a little bit longer. But anyways guys, I've already told you what to do for this video. Leave a like and subscribe, and also ring the notifications bell so that you never miss any of my future videos. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. That was too fast. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.